everybody, and welcome to the Care Community interview here live today with Benjamin Tan, the Chief Commercial Officer of ViewQwesr. Welcome, and how are you doing, Benjamin?
Okay, great.
Yeah, good to have you. Please tell us about the latest happenings at the company.
Well, as you know, ViewQwesr is about 21 years old, and we are starting to pivot more from the traditional internet provider towards a SD-WAN cybersecurity kind of play in the last 5 years. So, and at the same time, we've been expanding into the region as well. We've started to build regional capabilities. We are setting up POPs. We just completed 3 POPs, one in Taiwan, in Indonesia, and in Hong Kong as well. And we just set up an entity in Hong Kong as well, largely driven by growing customers' requirements over there. And that's why we decided to add Hong Kong as one of the next expansion countries as part of our footprint.
Wow. So that's quite some investments going on there. So good to hear that, and quite some expansion. So Ben, tell me, how does the new market situation, the fast digital transformation, impact your business, and what are the challenges and the opportunities to meet your clients' demands?
In fact, I would say the current market situation actually makes it a lot more interesting for companies like ViewQwesr. We are not a tier 1 global carrier, and in the past, when we are looking at global WAN kind of businesses, it is very much for the likes of the global carriers with the spend needed required to build a global MPLS network. But increasingly, with customer requirements moving more towards WAN, SASE, it opens up more opportunities for even local or regional ISPs like us. I mean, we have done, in the last couple of years, we've done global deals. I think years back, you never hear of a regional ISP winning a global deal, that doing global transformation. But because of the way the market is moving for global WAN, zero-touch deployment, it presents new opportunities to us. But it also means that we need to scale up in order to buy services outside of where we operate and where we deploy customers' requirements. So increasingly we need to go out. We need to send sourcing team out there, trying to find suppliers, partners to work with us to help us with our end customer deployment, right? But at the same time, it also means that we have to scale up in order to start buying connectivity services outside of in, let's say, 20-30 countries. We need to scale up. But I would say the most effective way of doing this is basically just going digital. We've seen the trend in the last couple of years. You've seen platforms coming out in the market, Caterworks, MasterStream, last mile exchanges that enables the buying or selling of last mile connectivity. So we are leveraging on that instead of going through aggregators. But increasingly, it's all about platforms. Everyone is building platforms. But who has the better platform? Or if I go to someone that is selling services, I say, use my platform. But why? Because there are so many people out there building platforms. So will it be easier for everybody to collectively come on a common platform and enhance it? Or is everybody just going to, just stay firm and say, my platform is better, you should use my platform instead? So this is something that is still an ongoing challenge for everybody. I mean, but increasingly we are seeing 1 or 2 platforms emerging out there in the market. There's also some of the new, not just platform, but digital telcos coming out into the market to enable this as well. So a lot remains to be seen where this whole thing is going. But for ViewQwesr itself, we do know that we need to embrace the digital transformation. We are a small company. We can't be adding on people and resources. So we are exploring what the various platforms, not just in terms of sourcing, selling, but even in our own domestic segments as well, in our own
Sure.
retail businesses, enterprise businesses. We are moving towards going, how we say, digital. I mean, it is quite funny because if we are a internet provider in Singapore, we should be able to sell our services on the internet. But for years, I think we've seen the trend in Singapore, service providers here are reluctant to move into the digital segment until maybe 1 or 2 years ago, probably driven by COVID and this going online. So we are pushing hard into our own digital platforms, and we are enhancing. We right now on the consumer side of our business, you can actually order a service from ViewQwesr and we provision it self-help. We send the modems, routers to you, and we supply you with the video, and you'll be able to do everything on your own. Right.
Perfect. So you were mentioning, Benjamin, that you were on the bigger deals. So you're not, let's say, the tier 1 telco, but I know that ViewQwesr is disruptive enough, and certainly in the Asia region. So well done, and good to know. So what is your company focus for the coming years? I mean, you tipped on it already a little bit by growing and investing, but do you have, let's say, some other detail on your investment plans?
We are okay. In Singapore, we operate off the national fiber network. So in terms of investment, capital investments, it's the minimal that we need to spend. But we are looking at we have operations in Malaysia as well. We have a fairly limited footprint in Malaysia. I think we are looking to grow that, given the size of the market in Malaysia. We are looking at further enhancing the network, upgrading the network as well. Besides Malaysia, we do have an office in the Philippines, but it's a pure sales office. But driven by customer requirements, we are looking at setting up more offices in the region. Not through infrastructure investments, but what we put in the region will be through just a sales office, working with key partners. We know where our strength is, and we do not want to put in heavy investments into the region, but mainly in namely Singapore, Malaysia, and through the rest of the Asian countries, we will be just putting up sales offices so that we can have local support for our enterprise customers as we get to those countries. But at the same time, we are, as I mentioned, we are putting in a lot of emphasis on going digital as well. So we are building more platforms. We are looking at enhancing the current platform, looking at what are the platforms in the market that we can leverage on in order to extend our reach beyond just connectivity, but what are the other services that we can stack on top of the basic connectivity services that we have.
Okay, so investments on let's say local presence of people to talk to the region, and to make sure that you invest on your services and on top services. So that's good. Anything else you would like to share with us? Do we need something?
No, but well, like I said, we are participating in the next GCCM in Singapore, so we'll be happy to meet up with anybody that's attending the event. Right.
Okay, so well, then looking forward to having you again at the GCCM in Singapore, which is coming up at the beginning of June. So Benjamin, I would like to thank you for your valuable time to quickly talk to me and to give the audience and the world just a quick insight on ViewQwesr. So Benjamin, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Erik. Thank you, GCCM, for this opportunity. Right.
Always, Benjamin, and I hope we'll see each other soon. And for everybody out there, thank you so much for listening and then watching us, and see you next time here at Care Community. And have a look at our platform, guys. It's out there. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.